Welcome to the Off Space Podcast. It's your host with the motherfucking most, Chuka Offer.
And it's your favorite co-host with all the retired nicknames, Ezugo Offer.
And as you guys clearly can tell, we don't have lapel mics, so...
Yeah, we're just using a regular phone mic, but, you know, none of that really matters because we have the beautiful scenery and backdrop of what is Little 5 Points and we're in Inman Park, and we're just hanging out right now, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling swelly. You know what I'm saying? I think that in lieu of all of the negative and very sad things going on with the world, and we don't want to take away from those things.
Yeah.
Obviously, all of that shit is important, truly. And listen to the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talk about it there. We have the reflection room. But we thought sometimes we do deviate away from just the funny and the entertainment in a happy side, you know, the warm entertainment sometimes, and we wanted to give you guys a little bit of side content where we just shoot the shit and just give y'all what y'all fell in love with in the first place. So
hopefully we can use today, and we can use this video as a space to, you know, rekindle that magic. I don't know if that's weird to say with my brother, but rekindle that magic of what makes the off space in a funny nature. So I had some few comments
that rekindle that magic like Eminem when he dyed his hair blonde. This nigga really at 40-something years old dyed his hair blonde and said, "I'm about to show y'all Slim Shady again, bro. If you don't apply for fucking AARP." Old ass fucking nigga.
He started thinking about the times he was going diamond, bro, and he forgot how they felt. He thought the hair was it. It wasn't. But you know, all respect to a legend.
That's like your homie that's like damn near 30, bro. We are 26. Like, I'm 26, this nigga 23, right? Bro, like, I'm coming up on the 10-year reunion from high school, bro. There's still some niggas that, you know, close the door in their room at night and put the Letterman jacket on. They don't want to feel the fire.
Are we really about to kill Slim Shady for wanting to go back to better times of his? Yeah,
old
we are.
Ass nigga.
Yeah, we are. But, you know, Marshall Mathers, we no longer say Slim Shady or whatever.
Respect is due.
Yeah. But I got a question for you, because this is one thing that I found kind of funny from the week and everything that was going on. I saw a quote, and can I just go ahead and say the quote was from you?
First thing, I want to.
Can I go ahead and just say the quote was from you?
For sure.
And I'm going to lay it out before you try and preface or save yourself, because this is a space where we are supposed to cut up. So I don't want you, Mister, I'm about to make this shit media trained, and my name's Chuka.
Bro, I'm trying to learn how to be media trained. Bro.
Not this week, and not today. No. So there was a quote where it was like something along the lines of, "Hinge is so nice. It's like Amazon, you know. I see a woman I'm like, and she's here in 2 days." What did you mean by that? And how do you feel about that?
This nigga bringing me to the court of law on the cut up episode. All right.
It was just funny to me, because I know, personally, I was like, oh, this is just Chuka talking shit again. But at the same time, you know, obviously, I'm sure you don't mean bad by it, but what was going through your mind?
All right, one, let me go ahead and preface these things. And this is vlog style. We're still giving y'all like decent-ish audio by trying to mesh it together, but you obviously hear cars, like niggas looking at us crazy in the park right now, but it's okay. Whatever. But going back to that, like, I was talking to my...
homegirl.
No. This is my ex, and we're going to have a video... I'm going to have a video with this person coming to you guys relatively soon in the future, actually, shameless plug. But it's about like retaining a friendship with your exes, but it's the only ex I'm friends with, like just keeping it a beanie seagull. So I mean, like, and it's always been interesting for people, I guess, to realize that you can hold those relationships with people. And it's difficult, don't get me wrong. Well, it was a difficult road, but we'll detail all that later, whatever. But we were just having a typical funny conversation. Like, she was just checking up on me, like, whatever. And shouts out to Cassidy. I'll say her name just because.
Damn, bro, quit dodging the question, dog.
Bro, I'm not dodging the question. All right, but it's like
man's not trying to expose
no,
himself.
It's like this, okay? It's like, one, how come women are the only ones that get to have all the fucking fun? It's like women and conventionally attractive men, I guess. And I use conventional attraction because I just learned what that motherfucker meant yesterday from my little sister.
Yeah.
But it's like
pretty privilege, basically.
Which we will probably. Should we do a pretty privilege? I'm dodging everything. Whatever.
Let's answer the goddamn.
But it's like, I will say that I love myself, and so I think I am the most attractive person, one of the most attractive people, if not the most attractive person on the planet. And that is because I have to stare at myself every day, so why wouldn't I love what the fucking motherfucker stares at? And so I guess sometimes I don't think I'm conventionally attractive. Maybe you just feel the energy from my pictures, you know what I'm saying? Like, from whatever's going on, cool. And it seems like I have a pretty high retention rate, or like, let's use marketing terms. Or no, I have a pretty high hit rate in terms of getting energy reciprocated to me whenever I find someone attractive. Shouts out to Guitar Man over there. But that being said, I made a joke to my homegirl, you know what I'm saying, my friend, and said that this shit like Amazon Prime, because I mean, no matter what you order, if it's got the Prime tag on it, it's coming in 2 days. And just because of the fact that I can't bail myself out. There's no bailing yourself out of this. I tried so hard to.
I'm about to say, this isn't you supposed to put yourself on the. This isn't you trying to talk your way out of like being on the jury. It's like, bro, just cut off a little bit. You know what you meant. This man thinks he's pretty, and he thinks that at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, pretty things bring pretty problems. So, without going further into it, because obviously you're uncomfortable.
I'm not uncomfortable.
And we'll bring up something. We'll bring up something.
Y'all niggas, bro.
Is there anything that
hold a nigga back?
Is there anything that you found funny from the week, or that you want to ask me, or some shit?
No, I will say, just like as an ending note though.
Oh my God, this nigga's still
all jokes aside, like, yeah, I said what I said, and I meant what I said. I say everything with my whole chest.
Yeah.
Like, if I feel something and I feel like something, like, I feel like I can get whatever I want on this planet. Sorry. But that being said, moving on with something funny I saw this week. I saw Donovan Mitchell and Jamal Murray going crazy back and forth, okay? And since you asked me a question in terms of, I guess, like a quote that was said, let me go ahead and ask you a question. You know what I'm saying? A good question, because I'm not going to make this thing blow up the spot. But that being said...
Bro, you make me blow it up. I don't give a fuck. I asked you before. I'm not doing this.
He said, I'm not doing this.
You ask me whatever. I don't care.
But what I want to ask you is, you haven't seen the video, okay? So
I'm not going to.
You haven't seen the video of Jamal Murray's queen servicing her king. Okay?
Yeah.
And so, that being said, after I saw his performance in this first round of the playoffs, I completely started to put a couple things into perspective, right? Next week, obviously he's a winner. That's a killer. That's a dog. So we're just cutting up and making jokes here, but I want to make that be true. That being said, the next series, they're letting family come. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're letting your family, your queens, like your kids, like whatever, come to the bubble. This man, Jamal Murray, we saw what he was receiving. You know, some of us saw what he was receiving. And elite fire, sloppy McToppy-op, it's hard to come by. It's hard to come by.
Elite fire mix. I can't. That's like a tongue twister. Elite fire mix sloppy top.
And so,
all right.
Since my king's being properly serviced, I think that he knew through the like, all of these niggas are deprived at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, and you see a lot of drama. Like, this shit is looking like a fucking reality show, like some Real World The Bubble right now.
Yeah.
With a lot of the drama you see on the sidelines, etc. Like, people are just pent up right now. There's a lot of sexual frustration because these are millionaires, like superstars, that are used to getting what they want, having to be denied for a month or 2 months or however long it's been. So what I would say to you is, do you think realizing that his queen was around the corner and he was finally going to be able to have that sweet sense of releasing his demons, do you think that's why Jamal Murray averaged averaged over 40 points in the last 3 games?
All right.
Sent these niggas to Pluto.
Like, are we gonna talk about getting your nut off as a sweet? I can't even. What was it you said? Sweet sense of releasing those demons. I don't know, man. In my mind, I'm over here thinking that actually, in a weird way, this man was probably like, game one. Fuck, it's been so long. It's been months of this shit. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of these niggas. Sick of these niggas. Where my queen at? So this man hasn't got his nut off in so long that all of a sudden he's dropping historic numbers almost in protest to it all.
Oh my God.
And so when they're seeing this, and then they see game 2, right? The game 2 of him doing it, and then he's just going on the tear, right? I think after a moment, it was just like, all right, that last game 7, iconic, it was cool, it was dirty, it was grungy. But I think he started to really blow it, so that was really in protest today, and you're not seeing any more of these performances unless my queen comes here ASAP.
So that begs the question. If his queen gets there and then this nigga goes from like pent up, like this nigga look like a killer right now, right? And don't get me wrong, I know he's a dog, so I know he's a killer. But if his queen gets there and then game 1, this nigga look tranquil and he's shooting like 20, like averaging like 20.
If he really does that, I'm not gonna lie, like, that'd be the most funny shit ever. But I think it's really gonna play out like, you know, all of a sudden he gets the sweet demon release or whatever,
bro.
And all of a sudden this man's popping into games like he's Klay Thompson after smoking a doobie. Like, he's so relaxed and just splashing on niggas. So, and I'm excited for it. But,
and being real, just keep it a bean though. Like, when you finally, like, after a while of just like not having sex,
Yeah.
you're not hooking up with anyone, like whatever, and you finally get your shit off.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that doesn't feel like a sweet release.
Nah,
It's like
that
you
moment.
just sent your soul. You're finally finding clarity. It's like the people that found the Bible for the first time and really saw like a sense of direction in themselves.
No, that moment, despite, okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, it could. I'm not using names or like saying people in this because I don't know if they even watch our podcast.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck, bro. Blow your shit up.
Or listen to us. But at the same time, bro, it could be the most, like, you know, they might think the same of me, some people out there.
For sure.
It could be some trash-ass sex. It could be a fire-ass, lame-ass person. It could be a fire person. In that moment, it doesn't matter if they were, like, Rihanna or if they were, I don't even want to say the rest.
Just a neighborhood, like the neighborhood person on the corner, which we respect sex workers. If the price is right, you know, my pockets are not tight, that's loose. You know what I'm saying? We ready to spend.
And that's on everything. It doesn't matter if it's any of that because that feeling after is just like, it's almost like I'm Leo DiCaprio in the Titanic and they made space for me on the boat. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like...
Oh my God, wait. Compared that first release to his life being saved. Bro, I want to laugh, but I feel you. Oh my God. Like, whenever it's been a while, which we won't get into the fucking details of been a while, I guess, because niggas like to make fun of me for what I consider a fucking dry spell. But I mean, whenever it's been a while, you always feel like God himself came down. And one of the greatest moments, period, for me, like when it comes to intimacy, is just being held. And I know that sounds so like whatever from like a large person, but I mean like that, like when your girl's legs are spread and that moment where you were just laying in between them and she's got her hand on the back of your head, just like cradling you, just like feeling up on your facial hair, feeling up on your hair, bro. I feel like nothing can go wrong in the world, and it feels like God himself is doing that to you.
You've heard that,
his child.
You've heard that Frank song, that OF song, White. I feel like in that moment, all I hear is White playing in the background, and I'm just laid up with everything being perfect. Nothing else can go wrong until I wake up the next day and realize that we're still in a pandemic. But
for sure.
Hey, actually, while we're on the subject pandemic watch, we're social distance, so just making sure you know your boys are responsible.
Yes, sir.
But that actually is a conversation for another day too. I don't know if there was any more funny shit that you had to say personally or funny things that came to mind.
You want to give them a little heads up, actually?
Heads up about what?
You're looking at the... It's funny that sometimes I have to laugh at how I frame shit sometimes because of the fact that, bro, we're the only fucking two people that do this. But like, obviously besides our team, shouts out to DJ, shouts out to Zakora, but it's like, you're starring solo dolo in the next installment of The Reflection Room. And you're going to be talking to people a little bit about normalcy during the pandemic. We won't get into it much, but are you excited? Do you think you're going to twiddle some fingers? Are you going to grind some gears?
Look, man, the gears can stay grinding, but I'm going to stay true to me. So I got a lot of talk for y'all. More talk upon your head top, as Adele would say. More tune coming your way, as Adele would also say. And just stay tuned for the good conversations. But shit, without further ado, I just want everybody to know at the end of the day, you know, stay blessed, stay protected, and enjoy these times and stay funny, because there's a lot of shit not to have like enjoyment about, but at the same time it's like you always got to find some fun and some laughs somewhere. So make sure you do that.
Oh, for surely. And also make sure that you...
That was the wildest I've ever seen in my life.
Make sure you do like, comment, like whatever the fuck, even though like just will depend on where we put this. And you know what, I do like this. I do like getting away from, I guess, what we're used to in terms of the seriousness of the world and having a little space where we just cut up. We try to cut up on the podcast too, but I mean, this is fun. This is fun. We should definitely do this shit more often. But on that note, my name is Chuka.
My name is Ezugo.
And this is the Off Space.
All right, blooper outtake. Get it and record it. I'm about to hit a crazy cartwheel.
All right.
Right up here. Come on, fast.
Nah, bro, I'm just continuing the recording, bro.
Yeah. You know what?
Outtakes. Outtake content reel. Go. It's not as good as my cartwheel.
More chump on your head top.
Wow. Oh my.